Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and the Restless spoilers. Diane sabotages Ashley's mental health to keep Jack's focus on his sister, not Nikki. Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers suggest that despite giving her hubby the okay, Diane Abbott, Susan Walters, hates that Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, is helping Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, with her sobriety issues. Still, the head of Jabot doesn't only have this on his plate. His sister Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, is not acting like herself, and he's worried about her too. Could Diane manipulate Ashley's situation to keep Jack's focus on his sister versus his ex-wife? I&R spoilers indicate that since Diane returned in 2022, she's worked overtime to recreate herself and prove to Jack that she's past her scheming ways. After all, it's the reason he fell in love with her again and married her. Still, while Diane hasn't crossed a major line in the years since she's been back, fans have seen hints of the old Diane here and there. She's never stopped being snarky to Nikki, and she advised Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, to stay quiet about his deal with Tucker McCall, Trevor Streetjohn, a while back. The latter example had fans questioning if Diane's old antics were resurfacing. Ashley's mental health spiraling is bound to climax, and in the aftermath, the entire Abbotts will rally to help her. Still, the bond between the Abbott siblings is unbreakable, and Jack, along with Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will be at the forefront of their sister's recovery, along with daughter Abby Newman Abbott, Melissa Ordway. As her older brother, Jack will take a leadership role in helping his younger sister through things. Diane is on better terms with Ashley, and she will support Jack in his efforts to help his sister, but will she also see this as an opportunity? If Jack is preoccupied with Ashley, he can't overextend himself by being Nikki's AA sponsor. Could she manipulate the situation by triggering Ashley? They all live in the same house, so Diane could scheme and do something that will halt Ashley's progress. Whether she messes with her mind, creates situations that have the family wondering if Ash is regressing, or even switch Ashley's meds to cause chaos. Diane would much rather have Jack spending time taking care of his sister, versus his ex. Ashley's issues would likely be the only reason he steps back from being Nikki's AA sponsor. Will Diane sabotage Ashley's recovery? Have your say in the comments section. Catch your favorite CBS soap daily to see what happens next, and visit this site often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers and updates. In the illustrious world of Genoa City, where secrets whisper through the corridors of wealth and power, alliances are forged and broken with the precision of a well-crafted drama. Among the titans of this world stand the Abbotts and the Newmans, their legacies intertwined in a dance of ambition and betrayal. But lurking in the shadows, orchestrating her own symphony of manipulation, is the enigmatic Diane Jenkins, a woman with a penchant for chaos and a thirst for control. As the sun rises over the skyline of Genoa City, casting its golden hues upon the sprawling estates and bustling streets, the air crackles with anticipation, for within the walls of the Abbott mansion, a storm is brewing. Diane Jenkins, with her piercing gaze and honeyed words, moves through the halls like a ghost, her intentions hidden behind a facade of concern. At the heart of her machinations lies Ashley Abbott, a woman of strength and resilience, yet vulnerable in her own right. Diane, recognizing Ashley's fragility, seizes upon it with the precision of a predator stalking its prey. With calculated precision, she begins to sow the seeds of doubt in Ashley's mind, planting whispers of paranoia and insecurity where once there was confidence. Slowly but surely, Ashley begins to unravel, her once sharp mind now clouded with uncertainty, her thoughts consumed by fear and suspicion. Diane watches with a satisfaction bordering on obsession as Ashley's grip on reality begins to slip, knowing that with each passing day, her hold on Jack Abbott grows stronger. Meanwhile, across town, Nikki Newman finds herself ensnared in a web of deceit of her own making. As the walls close in around her, she turns to Jack Abbott for solace, seeking refuge from the storm raging within her own heart. But Jack, blinded by his loyalty to his sister, fails to see the truth that lies before him. Unbeknownst to Jack, Diane has been pulling the strings all along, manipulating events to keep his focus firmly fixed on Ashley and away from Nikki. With each passing day, Diane's influence over Jack grows stronger, her hold on him tightening like a vice. But as the saying goes, every dog has its day, and Diane's reign of terror is no exception. As the truth begins to surface, old wounds are reopened and alliances are tested. Jack, finally seeing Diane for the scheming manipulator she truly is, confronts her with the fire burning in his eyes. In a showdown worthy of the grandest of soap operas, Jack exposes Diane's web of lies for all to see, leaving her standing alone in the wreckage of her own making. With her machinations laid bare, Diane retreats into the shadows, defeated but not broken, her thirst for power as insatiable as ever. And so, as the sun sets over Genoa City, casting its final rays upon the tumultuous world below, the players in this grand drama are left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives, wondering what lies in store for them in the days to come. For in the world of the young and the restless, nothing is ever truly as it seems. The Young and the Restless next 2 weeks. Jordan derails party, Harrison at risk, Billy makes a vow and Nikki's a mess. The Young and the Restless, Lie and R. Spoilers for the next 2 weeks, April 1 to April 12, reveal that Jordan, Colleen Zenk, will try to steer the Newmans' attention away from herself by buying a train ticket using the name Eve Howard. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, will suspect it's another one of Jordan's tricks during the week of April 1 to 5. However, Michael Baldwin, Christian Leblance, will at least have to look into it, and that'll take some heat off Jordan while she prepares some bold moves. Jordan will spy on Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, at the coffee house while disguised as a bearded guy with glasses and a hat. Later, Jordan will wear that same disguise to society and instruct the bartender to deliver a glass of their finest vodka to Nikki Newman's, Melody Thomas Scott, nearby table with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. Although Nikki will resist temptation at first, she'll eventually sneak a drink and face even more sobriety struggles. Jordan will successfully make sure Nikki falls off the wagon again, but Jack won't want Nikki to give up. Meanwhile, Tucker McCall, Trevor Street John, will do his best to sell Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, on the idea of their bright future together. We'll see Tucker work to prove his Audra devotion as he pushes Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, out of the picture. Ashley's mental state will decline even further, so she'll make a frightening admission to Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, soon enough. I and our spoilers say Ashley won't know where she's been or what she's been doing since she'll keep waking up places with no memory of going there. Over with Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei, and Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom. They'll have an adjustment period now that they're unemployed. Losing Omosphere could be harder than Daniel expected, so will Heather push him to retaliate legally? Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, seems poised to get updates on the situation from Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, so she may urge Daniel to let Heather help him. At Crimson Lights, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, will introduce Claire to Chance Chancellor Connor Floyd, but she'll make it clear that her cousin hasn't earned her trust yet at all. Claire will go missing briefly and freak Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, out, but it'll be a false alarm since her disappearance will be due to a coffee run. Later, Claire will be in for a treat since Victoria and Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, will give her a tour of the Tack House, where they once lived as a happy couple. Could the Tack House become Claire's new private space? Back with Audra, she'll wonder about Tucker's motives. Since Tucker will do something to show he's all in, that could mean he'll propose marriage. It could leave Audra questioning whether Tucker truly wants to marry her or if this is just about proving he's over Ashley. Of course, Tucker may admit it's both since he claims to love Audra and is desperate for a way to show Ashley's behind him. Next, Billy will get caught up in more Chancellor Winters drama since Lily Winters, Crystal Cowell, and Divin Hamilton Winters, Brighton James, won't see eye to eye about where Billy fits at the company. That could leave Billy frustrated, but he'll make a vow to Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, and may insist he's not going to spin out. Billy knows Chelsea has a lot on her plate with Connor Newman, Judah Mackey, so he'll want to stay calm and make sure she feels supported. After Connor gets set up in his new residential treatment center in Maryland, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, will help Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, as he copes with his son's struggles. In the meantime, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will cross paths with Lily Winters, Crystal Cowell, and most likely serve as a sounding board. Lily and Nick will do some bonding, so could a romance be brewing between them. During the week of April 8 to 12, there will be some party preparations for the anniversary of Nikki and Victor's first wedding. The bash will eventually get underway and set the stage for Jordan's next vengeful move against Nikki. Jordan will probably dress as a waitstaff member and plan to take Nikki down for good, since Ave tried the same thing at Nikki and Victor's first nuptials. Redding Munsell will also make his debut as a Harrison Abbott recast on April 12, so Harrison could get tangled up in Jordan's mayhem. Between Harrison's bond with Claire and the fact that he's still considered a Newman grandkid, there will be good reasons for Jordan to potentially snatch him. Jordan could easily decide Harrison should be her hostage once she needs backup plan. A kidnapping plot could be coming up, since the Young and the Restless spoilers say the Abbotts and Newmans will have no choice but to work together. Our predictions hint that Jordan may face a truly grim fate by the end of all this, so stick with us for all the alarming news that's in store.